Oh, it'd be wonderful to have. So I just.
I
Hi,
love the
Shirley,
young
how
girl.
are you?
I'll sit and watch it.
How are you?
How's it going?
Good, I'm Bryan.
I'm Devin. Nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you too.
I think you have sound on.
Oh, okay. I will not swear today. Sorry.
Oh, I'm doing fine.
This is really nice that this has worked out so well.
It has.
So I'm going to check her out.
I'm going to sit down while you talk.
Okay, good. We're going to check her out, and
Okay.
if I need to flush her uterus, I was going to do a saline flush. Sometimes you just need to do that type of thing. Yeah.
She has horns in the front. You hold the horns and it works.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Good. I'm just going to check her out, make sure she's doesn't have fever. Looks good.
I couldn't analyze the stuff coming out of the back of her.
It's normal. It can be
Well, I mean, some stuff, but
some stuff, and if it's pussy, then but you'll have that.
I don't ever think I saw any afterbirth come.
Yeah, I don't. She may not have passed it, and so we have to. I'll check it out.
You'll figure that out, right?
Yes. Okay. Over. Adorable. Yes, and you can get up. That's good. If you'll just control her movement.
Just hold on
by-
to
yeah,
them.
Grab the
just-
horns.
Just so that I can work back here. She's standing up. The baby can drink it. She'll always be pretty still. That's great. Looks good. How's your udders? A little tender.
It was nursing on the right side.
Yeah, and they both feel good. They typically are tender for the first couple of days, just like a woman's. Okay. Yeah, don't disappear. Yeah, no, that's okay. That'll work. I'm just going to take her temperature. She's pretty swollen back here, which is everything's swollen for the first couple of days, especially with all the manipulation that we did. But I'm going to wash this whole backside off, and then a little bit elevated temperature. It's 100. It's pushing 104 and a half. Goats can be pretty high, like 103 and a half can be a high normal for them.
3.5 is high normal?
It can be. Now it's 104 and a half, so she's running a little fever. I gave her some antibiotics the other night.
It's not surprising what she went through.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to give her some Banamine too. So you can let her relax a second. I'm going to get a bucket with warm water. We're going to wash off her backside. And then I think it's probably worthwhile flushing her uterus.
Yeah.
once.
Bucket of warm water. Hello, baby. Hey, there comes the baby.
Oh, look at the baby. Some warm water?
Yep.
That'd be great.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Oh, they got pee. This one pees.
Which one?
The baby.
The baby Pete. Oh, good.
Hi, Colleen. How are you this morning?
I've got no worries
Okay.
about
I have a question for you about the chicken coop table. I got the table out. My job today is to get it all set up, but it's okay. We've done it before. I found a yellow tarp, but it's not marked. Are we supposed to do that too? It doesn't have
You
a
must have the wrong tarp. It's got to have
Yeah.
squares on it.
I thought so. Where would it be? Because I found
Sometimes it's on top. I don't know, but sometimes on top of the icebox, refrigerator.
Yeah, I found a yellow tarp, but it's not that one. Let me go look again.
Yeah, it's got to be around someplace. Hopefully they can throw it out.
And how many tables do I need? Do you have
What?
Just how many tables do I need? Just as many as I can put out?
Usually 3 or 4.
Okay, we'll get that part then. We're just gonna go find the right tarp. All right, thank you.
You can't get over there yet, Mommy. You can't go over there. what worries, see how his legs are, her legs are? I'm worried she'll get under this. But these bales are so tight that it won't happen now for quite a while. But if they begin to eat this and these get loose, we got a
Yeah.
problem there. Go on, baby, get up there. I think those horns have grown since we've had her. Like 4 inches.
Yeah.
I think so.
Longer.
If they continue at 4 inches every, that's an inch a month.
Oh, look at her.
Those horns grow 4 inches
Which ones are
an
they?
inch a month.
An inch a month? I don't think so. I don't think they grow that fast
I think, yeah.
anymore.
They look an awful lot longer than we first got her.
Yeah.
Do you want to hold that?
No, I'm gonna put it in the warm water to just warm up for a second. And we'll bring her back on this side so that we can work with her. You bring her from the front end and I'll drive her from the back end.
Come on. Come here. Come here. Come on. Good girl.
Come on, precious.
Good job.
That's a girl.
There you go.
Good.
Good job.
Yeah.
Good job.
If you stand her, this would be perfect if you can keep
Okay.
her there.
Got it. We'll see.
It's the hardest, it's the biggest challenge trying to keep them steady. A little bit disabled, so I usually don't need to have so much assistance. I'm just going to clean this back end up a little bit.
Hang
So you
on.
push back.
Push it. Think, big dog.
Yeah. She just needs, this should be done, probably her backside needs to be cleaned daily. That way you can see how much discharge is coming. It does not look like an extraordinary or abnormal amount of discharge, which is good. But she's really all bruised up from all the manipulation.
She's likely lame on one back leg too, but
Is she?
that's not surprising.
Yeah.
I missed out on that part.
Did you see any of it?
No. Well, not till the next day.
Not till the next
I
day.
mean,
yeah.
she came in and took a bottle of liquor off my desk and I never saw it. Never heard it.
Who did that?
Janine!
Did she take that blueberry
The brandy.
The blue,
That's
that's what
blackberry brandy.
is named after is blue. So that's named blueberry.
I know, it
After
turned,
the
it turned, it turned slightly, but that's okay.
That's pretty funny.
Well, then we had, 3 half-drunk women and you down here trying to solve
Yeah.
pregnant goat, and I missed the whole thing.
Of course, they were under control, the women. That, is it Lindsay?
Could be, Lindsay, yeah.
Lindsay's she's really
She was good?
Yeah, she's really.
She was our overnight person.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then Diane was a little bit nervous working with her. She called me, and every word I said, she would say, I said, it needs to do this, and she would interrupt right there and say, it needs to do this, and then I said, can you just wait till I finish the sentence? So she's relayed every single word I'm saying over to Janine, turning on speaker. It was like really pretty funny.
Well, we had a call from somebody from Germany.
Did you really?
Yeah, she's stuck on selenium.
Stuck.
Selenium and vitamin E.
She for the baby?
Mother and baby.
Yeah, that's true. I usually give those to them. And I did not that evening, but I will today. They get a little AD&E shot.
Seems to me we have selenium around here somewhere for that big mule.
Yeah, you don't need to give it on a daily basis. It's just a sort of a one-time shot. We've got her almost clean here. So I'm just going to flush her with the saline, just in case there is a lot of stuff in there that needs to come out. There's no telling. It'll be a safe thing to do. Yeah, you try to control her as much as you can. Get that.
Want me to hold it up?
I can, if you don't want to. I mean, it'd be great if you could.
I can.
But you can sit down back there if you want to, or I can string it from the ceiling.
I'll hold it till you get it running.
And you can sit down
Over
there
there?
and just hold it. Yeah, it doesn't need to be very high.
Oh, well, I can do that for
That'd
sure.
be great.
Do this thing. You don't want that thing.
And then, so she's going. I'm going to park it here. You get on that side a little bit so she doesn't go that direction. And we're just going to feed this in and let it go up. I'm going to hold it for a second myself up high because I can squeeze it and I'll hand it back to you. Just don't let her go forward. She's going forward. Good.
It's
Excellent.
coming squirting out.
Perfect. You take over.
Take it back again.
Just gonna. That's good. Don't-
Squeeze it? Want me to
No,
squeeze
no,
it?
no, don't
That's
squeeze it.
good.
It's doing a great job. It's your comfy. Now I'm going to give her a shot of oxytocin and that'll contract and get a lot of the...
She seems to be having a few contractions anyway.
Yeah, and she should. She
That's what
should.
makes me kind of wonder what was in there.
Yeah, and I just want to make sure there's not a lot of pus coming out or anything like that right now. There's nothing.
Nothing's going out, is there? A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I think.
Yeah, she's got quite a bit already in there. I'm just going to see what that... Pull up her uterus.
First plug it.
Put her finger in the dike.
So to speak.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
You gotta be careful.
$2,800 they've contributed to you to get the team.
Oh, well, good. This is,
Is that wonderful?
they're not going to spend it all, that's for sure. This
Is that
is
good?
very simple, but it's good. So I'm going to shut this off and just, I'm going to hold it up for another second to relieve your hands. If I can get half a liter in, this is a whole liter. If I can get a half a liter in 2 times, that'll be a good flush. So it takes about 10 minutes. She's handling this fairly. It's not a painful procedure at all. They start to feel full and then they contract and then they spray it out on the ground. And there was a lot of good studies done. They used to put all kinds of stuff in, antibiotics and betadine into these flushes, and they found out that just a pure saline flush is more effective than all of the others. The others can create other problems like antibiotic resistance or irritation from the betadine. They say saline by itself is one of the best ways of getting them from having a pia vitra or a retained placenta. I'm squeezing a little bit so you
Are
go
you
faster.
up to speed on our ammonia? Ammonia with the dog?
No, I haven't.
Yeah,
I had a patient, a horse that they think died from ammonia
That's right.
toxicity from bacteria in his gut creating too much ammonia and making the horse become neurological. That was a weird one.
Wow.
That was a tough. They decided that they thought that was.
But this was a terrible case of kennel cough, which I'm used to. But it was.
Oh, pneumonia
Yeah.
as opposed to ammonia.
Yeah, it was ammonia.
I'm just gonna shut that off.
Yeah. We lost 2 dogs.
Oh, I had no idea what it was. A kennel cough based
Kennel cough and then inspiration pneumonia.
aspiration.
Aspiration, right?
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Ouch. Sorry to hear that.
We sent the body out to Cornell. I do Tufts, and they've sent it to Cornell. for culture and sensitivity.
That's the oxytocin. And that'll work in about 10 minutes.
Where is the nerve you're not supposed to hit back there?
It's the sciatic nerve. It comes in on here, so you don't ever want to give anything here. You want to go straight in through the back of the butt. And the sciatic nerve comes right down like this, and if you give a shot on the side or around here too deep, you can cause problems there. So you want to go straight in from the back of the hamstring.
I usually
So
do the neck.
Yeah, that makes sense. So oxytocin, I need to know that somebody to give her that
Okay.
late this afternoon.
You give it to her?
Yeah. See, it says oxytocin.
Okay, got it.
So I'll give that to you shortly. This is just some Banamine, just for the fever that she has. I'm just going to give this to her orally while they're waiting. It tastes terrible. That'll hopefully help her with her fever and the inflammation that she's feeling. All right, so nothing's come out yet.
So it looks a lot better back here.
It does. It's nice and clean. So you saw how easy it was to do, clean it up. If you're around tomorrow, or the group of tomorrow, it just takes 2 people, nice warm water and a little soap.
Okay.
Doesn't even have to be antiseptic soap. It can be just regular shampoo. Just try to wash off the discharge in the process.
Okay.
So I'm going to continue to feed this in.
Yeah, baby.
She might squirt a whole bunch out here in a second because.
My foot out of the way. Huh?
Yeah. That's good. Dora.
It's running
She's
now.
going to be a wonderful pet.
It's a girl. We found that out today.
Oh,
We were a little unsure.
Oh, really? Because all 3 women, I showed them that it was a female on that night.
They must have forgotten.
It's pretty. So, you know,
They weren't sure.
they covered up their having any alcohol pretty well. They said that they were partying a little bit, but they didn't act drunk, so that was good.
Well, they were already having martinis when they came here. And then they finished 3/4 of a bottle
Is that right?
of brandy, blackberry brandy.
That's good. Yeah, so the discharge is minimal. It's really good.
So we don't have any afterbirth to worry about.
I don't know.
We don't know.
Yeah, not without reaching in. We
We
just
don't have to worry about it.
We don't have to worry about it. We just need to observe to make sure she's not getting a higher fever.
Okay, so we're on the. We take her temperature. You got that?
Yeah, temperature twice a day. Gotta fill up the sense. Have air going down inside. She's starting to feel a little uncomfortable because she's full. There it goes. The oxytocin kicks in about 10 minutes, so she'll start to squirt and squeeze.
Are you up to speed on Janine's next load of goats?
I have no idea.
Good one. She thought she had 4 girl goats,
She has 5 male goats.
5 male goats.
She did send me a picture of the backsides, and I said, yeah. And I had no captions, nothing written, just all their testicles.
Yeah.
5 sets of testicles.
Yep.
And so I assumed that it was going to be something associated with those, which I was right. She says, what does it take? And I said, those are, she said, can you take care of these? And I said, yes. And it's really cheap. It's really, they put rubber bands around them and they
Really?
just drop off after 3 weeks.
Okay.
That's the cheapest way to deal with them rather than a surgical route. Just getting air in there now. So.
She is without a job, you know. I told you that.
Yes, so she can be fully employed taking care of those suckers.
That's right.
No, she hasn't brought that to my attention that she's in between jobs. I think she's too proud.
She pointed out to me she has never missed a day's work since she was 12, which I believe.
Oh, I do too. Yeah. I've got it for a few minutes here. So.
We have a deal going with maybe Google and
She gets to correct the baby. Says, "Ma."
we have a deal with Google, maybe setting up some of these adult daycare centers with Explore cameras.
Oh, wonderful.
And Janine's working on that because I don't understand it.
Yeah, that'd be
Technical.
There he goes.
There you go. You got him, not me.
There it is.
Or more hazards of the job. You take the legs up. That's okay. She says, try to keep her from jumping up on stuff.
You want me to stand up? I can
No,
do that
you're
for a few
good.
minutes.
You're good. Here, you can hold that again. So, go ahead and hold that, and I'll bring it back. So that was good. So the flush really didn't show anything bad coming out. So I think this will be the only one we'll need to do on her, and just give her the oxytocin later on. And
Maybe you're in the danger zone.
almost through. Might as well use all the sterile fluid. Well, I was impressed with Janine being able to manipulate that baby up because its legs were back and
Yeah.
just brought it through. But these things are so flexible, and she's had babies before, so she's not a baby, a young female, so she had enough space to do it. But the other one was mummified and stuck in there, and she would have made her sick and die if you didn't go in and take it out. So it wouldn't have come out on its own.
I had a whole bunch of, how many people did it take to deliver a goat? I said, well, if you don't care whether they live or die, you're all set.
Good. So you can now let her go, and we'll let nature take its course. She should be fine. I gave her some anti-inflammatory for the fever, and she's got antibiotics in from the other night, and then we'll go from that. Hopefully she just continues to improve. Yeah, she feels full.
We have a little bit of bark on the back of Mommy and baby. That's normal. A little bit stuck on.
Yeah, I mean, that's possibly goop from the, that could be from her own poop.
Yeah.
Just having a little bit, just, if you ever see any of that on the back, just wash it off once a day too, so that the flies don't go after it and lay eggs on it and stuff like that. If you want to grab her, I'll wipe it off right now. You just lift her right up and we'll clean that right up. The rest of the day. A little low to see. Pull me. Pull me. Yeah, it's only from her, that's all. I'm sorry. That's
She's up
just
there.
meconium and,
It's yellowish.
yeah, it's
Like
like a meconium from
Yeah.
yeah, it's the first poop comes out. It's just like your mommy.
You don't have to eat that. That's what we're doing.
Not too heavy for you? Yeah.
Not yet.
How much that weigh?
I think she was like 1.5 pounds when she came out, but she's probably already got gained a little bit.
Because they were asking me, I had no idea.
Yeah, that's actually it says probably 2.5 pounds, 3 pounds. Could be more.
That's close enough.
I think, I think you're looking at, it's heavier. Cat's a little bit heavier than that. So it's probably about 7 pounds.
Really?
Yeah, I was thinking less than that earlier, but I was wrong. That's definitely heavier.
I'll go with it. 2 pounds when born. It makes it slightly bigger than a Great Dane.
Yeah. Do you have a scale? Did scale down here for the dogs or people?
We do.
Yeah, you can weigh yourself and we'll just do the subtraction, weigh her and you together. But yeah, she's already gained weight since she's been born. She's been drinking.
There comes a bunch of stuff
Good.
out.
Yeah, it's gonna just keep flooding out over the next hour. Hey, yeah, yeah, that's good. Yeah, it's all those contractions. That's great. But I don't see any real pus, so things are going in the right direction. And it can take a few days for that placenta to unattach itself and all come out. Time will tell if you see discharge or if she's continuing to have a lot of pus, then we have to flush her again. Sometimes I have to go in there and take them off. I do that with cows, but most of the time the goats do it well on their own.
Yeah. All these people will be watching and let you know.
It's pretty cool. Yeah, we don't want the baby to eat any of the stuff, so they'll get blocked. This is trash here. Awesome. So there is a really nice young woman, older teenager, that lives in Oxford by the name of DePietro. I gave the mother and her your email address and phone number. They're gonna. She might be a perfect volunteer. She's extremely responsible. Loves all animals, and they have horses.
Huh.
So just
I'd
another.
love to find another trainer.
Yeah.
So
So
another litter of puppies due this week.
okay. So the DePietros are, they're really interested in doing that. She's homeschooled, so she's around all the time, and really smart, nice people. They came up from New Jersey, but they've been here for about a year, and they live in a nice home over in Thomasville. But I had brought up the circumstance there, because Gianna, that's the daughter's name, is trying to look for what she wants to do for her future. Which I think she's like 18, but she's smaller, but she's really responsible, really bright. So she might be a nice fit.
There is a need for trainers, dog trainers, not just service dogs.
Yeah, and she's really good. So I think she'd be somebody easy to teach.
Huh. Well, that's wonderful. Thank you.
You're welcome. So hopefully they'll be in contact with you. I think the mom's name is Diana DePietro.
On the Chico is about as far as I'm going to be able to go.
Yeah, good. So that's your those. And this whole thing.
Of course, if you got everybody.
Trash. There's nothing needs to be worried about. There's no sharps on it or anything like that. It's just plastic disposal. All ready?
Okay. We got it. Thank
You
you.
give that oxytocin, later on around dinner time. It does not. It's just the way it is fine because it's cool out.
Perfect.
Thank you for your help.
No
Yeah,
problem.
nice to meet
Thank you. You too.
Bye.
Good. Couple of days that mom should start to be doing. She should really be doing well.
Yeah.